As the Packers look to get back on track, the Ravens looking to do the same after a couple of devastating losses last week. This one will be taken from the 2-yard line. And Wester tries to angle his way, gets it across the 20, but not much further. Ricard will start in there at the fullback spot on first down. Play action for Huntley as he lofts towards the sideline. It's caught by Andrews, just shy of that first down yardage. It's a 9-yard pick. Somebody who likes to get the ball out quick. He's a very quick processor, and this guy is a quick runner. He's going to run hard today. Derrick Henry with his first carry to go for 12 yards. Loses the helmet at the end.
You watch Ricard now, number 42, this fullback, 300-pounder, 6-time Pro Bowler. He's going to lead you where the football's going. Right up in there, just power football, running right at the heart of this.
Out of the gun with Henry. Give it right back to the King. And he'll pick up 3 yards against this Packers D. His ACL week 15 at Denver. Gave up 400 yards last week in the loss to Chicago. Huntley on the rollout. Stutter step move, using those legs, and he's got the first down. They can have the full complement of what Huntley can do, being fully healthy coming in. And Derrick Henry, weaving his way through, picks up 9 yards on the first down carry. Good straight rush, and it's going to be a first down for Mitchell up the middle.
Mitchell gives him a different change of pace. He can get to 20 miles an hour in about 4 steps.
On a productive opening drive for the Ravens. Fake it to Mitchell. Huntley with time. Steps up in the pocket, dump it down. Mitchell, nowhere to go. Nixon was right there.
Limit the yards after the catch, only 4 yards per pass play all season.
Zay Flowers in motion. Run, Henry, lane. Henry makes it 3rd down and short.
And see, this is exactly what both offenses want to do.
Ricard is in, along with Mitchell in the eye. Hand it, Ricard up the middle for the first down, but a flag is down. Our first penalty marker of the game, and we'll hear Alan Eck, our referee, for the first time.
Illegal formation offense. The tight end was covered up on the line of scrimmage. 5-yard penalty.
Ali is in there on 3rd down and 6. Huntley delivers, caught, and it's going to depend on where the ball was for Andrews. He stretched it out. Looks like it's right at that marker as Nixon banged him out of bounds, and they'll call it a first. Chemistry building with a specific receiver. He said, no, I'm really comfortable with all these guys, but already 2 catches for Andrews and a fresh set of downs for the Ravens. Huntley will keep it himself, showing the wheels across the 15. The Ravens scored touchdowns on 74% of the red zone opportunities last year. They're down at 45% this year inside the red zone on this opening drive, and Henry will churn forward. Now the 12th play of the drive, a 3rd and 2. It's a give. It's Henry. It's a first down inside the 5. It's 1st and goal for the Ravens. Henry up the gut. Henry, second effort into the end zone. Touchdown. A brilliant start for Baltimore.
With a little play action pass, and then you just start feeding the ball to the big guy, Derrick Henry. And he churns it all the way down and gets Baltimore on the scoreboard first.
And after all 7 carries, 48 yards, and his 13th rushing touchdown of the season. Extra point from Loop is good. Only the 2nd first quarter touchdown. The Green Bay defense. This one angles and will be taken by Hobbs at the 10. Looking to set up his blocking, and then he runs into a wall at the 30. We'll keep an eye on Josh Jacobs, who has been dealing with his own injuries on the second half of the season. Willis will throw on first down and loft one towards the sideline. It is caught. Romeo Doubs got a step on Wiggins and brought it home.
A great way to start the game now for Malik Willis. One-on-one going against Wiggins. He gets separation. I think they fooled Baltimore with the formation because they had an extra offensive lineman in on first down. Really.
Willis had the dime touchdown to Dobbs last week, and then an immediate flag with 12 men on the field.
When he's played for the Packers, they've been 70% run.
They're going to run it this time, but another flag is down. That just looked.
False start, or 65 offense. 5-yard penalty.
Yeah, this.
And now back-to-back penalties makes it first down and 20 from the 39. Willis, another dart, another catch. It's Watson for the touchdown. Willis, 2 strikes, and right back at you. Green Bay has life at home.
What a throw. Kyle Hamilton is the best player on this Ravens defense for the tying touchdown.
Brandon McManus, extra point, 7 apiece. Malik Willis just completed his 2 longest passes. It is atypical to see both of those guys come up with miscommunications or any sort of mistakes on the field, as Webster will take this just in front of the goal line and zigzag across the 25 to the 26.
It's even more challenging as the game goes on in the 3rd and 4th quarter.
Huntley is 4 for 4 as Isaiah likely has the connection there to the 32-yard line. Second down and 3. Flowers the motion man. Fake it to Henry. Quick throw. Another quick catch for Likely and a first down across the 40.
They got to get Zay Flowers involved soon.
He's battling against his former head coach from college, Jeff Hafley, in his second year as the defensive coordinator with Green Bay, as he spent several years as the head man at Boston College. Send him in motion on second down and 6. Green Bay brings 5. They get it to Flowers on the outside, makes 1 miss. And then he turns on that turbo, his 2nd consecutive Pro Bowl earlier this week, as Henry pushes the pile across the 35 to the 33-yard line. See how dynamic he is. Henry and Flowers set up a second down and 3. Go right back to Henry. His 10th carry of this first quarter is a first down. On this first down. Then Mitchell in motion, swing it to him on the outside, and he'll turn it upfield, right down the sideline. He mentioned that this team on both sides of the ball is, quote, enormous. There's some pointing, and a flag down. Bullard immediately pointed towards the right side of that Ravens.
False start, 42 offense. 5-yard penalty. Second down.
And it's Huntley escapes. Fakes towards the sideline and out of bounds, a first down. First down from the 18. It's a toss to Henry. Already with 1 touchdown in this opening quarter. He'll take it to the 15-yard line. Adrian Peterson for 4th. Just 2 away. The 10th play of this drive, it is Henry. Looking for that end zone for a 2nd time tonight and sets up 1st and goal.
Running wild.
He is running hard early. Henry up the middle, keeps the legs moving. Henry towards the goal line, down to the 1. Corey Bullock was just labeled as eligible. Big formation. It is Henry to the outside, cutting back, reaches forward, and he is ruled short. Ricard is in. Henry has the football. Henry has the touchdown. His 14th touchdown of the season and his 32nd multi-touchdown game of his career.
It's good old-fashioned power football. Lead with the fullback, pull the backside guard, follow Lele. Watch the guard pulling on the backside and the lead by Ricard.
So the extra point for Loop, both backup quarterbacks starting tonight, combined 9 for 9 as Loop drills it and makes it 14-7. The time of possession difference, Baltimore's had it for 15.5 minutes, Green Bay for just over 1. This is going to be taken from the corner. It's Hobbs who stumbles down at the 25-yard line. Just 2 plays, 2 first downs, including a touchdown. And a 3rd throw for Willis. And a 3rd completion for Willis. Is going to go for 8 yards to Josh Wiley, making his return from a concussion. Luke Musgrave, one of the lone remaining tight ends, in motion. Jacobs' first carry is going to set up a short 3rd down.
To keep it in 3rd and short, going with tempo, not allowing substitutions here.
That was not a clean exchange, and Willis got denied initially. And now let's see where they marked him down. 4th and inches. They will go. It is Jacobs. He won't get it. The Baltimore defense is right there. Roquan Smith says no. Snoop is 7 for 7 for 51 yards. Instead, they're going to run it with Mitchell trying to bounce. Mitchell being chased. Mitchell evades for a first down carry right towards the red zone. It's a 15-yard pickup.
And this is the change of pace that Mitchell gives. Again, his ability to get to top speed in a very few number of steps is what makes him special. And he gets the edge on his own by speed. He hasn't been in the ball game very much, but that's a big-time run.
Matt LaFleur knew was coming leading into this game. As Mitchell will get another carry this time, he gets driven back by Edgerrin Cooper. Putting 400 yards last week in the overtime defeat. Kohler is in, fake the pitch, Huntley throws, it's caught by Bateman, and he'll set up 3rd and short. It's Henry, and it's a first down, trucking a man at the end. 1st and goal, Baltimore, Evan Williams. To give, Henry, this time well read by Green Bay. Although they're going to throw, Huntley, stutter step. Huntley will run, and he gets wrapped up by Quay Walker.
This is really good coverage. It was a 3-man route. Leader in touchdown receptions for the Ravens, but he hasn't had one in 6 weeks.
Huntley looks, pumps. Huntley evades, lasers, incomplete, into traffic. Which is what John Harbaugh is looking for out of his rookie. And a 22-yard chip shot is true. Baltimore extends the lead. Hope for a Steeler loss tomorrow to set up a showdown for the division. Taken by Bo Melton as he makes his way to the outside across the 25. Zach Orr in his 2nd year as the defensive coordinator, just 33 years old, was an all-pro linebacker with the Ravens in 2016 before having to retire for medical reasons, and has gotten more and more comfortable leading this unit. We'll see what type of damage Green Bay can do here, and if their defense can get them another stop. Oh, that is another bad snap. It's taken in by the Ravens. Baltimore's right there with Mike Green to jump on it. The miscues piling up for the Packers.
Yeah, Malik Willis was actually trying to audible. He was trying to check something with his voice, and Sean Ryan, the center, thought it was the snap count and snapped the football. Watch Malik. He's going to change the call.
As they force another turnover, they have ramped it up in the 2nd half of the season. Now can the Ravens offense pay it off? And it's Henry. He has been unstoppable to start this game. Spins across for 9 yards. See the difference. Henry himself already is up to 99 yards on the ground. And he'll add a few more over the century mark in the 1st half. We go to KT. First down inside the red zone for the 4th time. Delayed handoff. Henry gets tripped up on a nice play to get some penetration by Lucas Van Ness.
Yeah.
See if he can be a guy who can step up in the absence of Micah Parsons. Quick throw. Zay Flowers with his 2nd catch. And again, covered up well by Green Bay.
Yeah, 2 good plays in a row now by this Green Bay defense. In
over 2 games without one. Play clock under 5. Ali in motion. Huntley to throw. Looking to the end zone. It is incomplete. Hopkins wanted the flag, which is his average field goal made. The lowest in the NFL this season. Has only missed the 3, all of them coming from 50+, and that will continue. In the NFC North, a win today puts the pressure on the Bears to try to get it done tomorrow on Sunday Night Football against the San Francisco 49ers. That looked like a delay in the takeback, and Wilson will just barely get it across the 20 with a chance to win the division. John Harbaugh said all they got to do is get in. They feel they can get some damage done from there as Willis comes up firing, and another completion. It goes to Watson on the outside for a first down pickup of 13.
Yeah, good timing.
So that it's a challenge to try, because of the bigger body, to make every route look the same. Play action pass. Willis was looking deep. Now he'll evade out of the pocket, dump it down to Reed, who will pick up 2 yards.
Yeah, he mentioned that a lot of small.
They said Fargo, it was rough. Day one, it was a realization of, oh, I'm in for some real impressive weather. Over the middle, it's Dobbs. Angling towards the outside. A first down. Alohi Gilman couldn't catch up to him in time. from the 33. Willis back to throw. Leaves it. It's Brooks blocking in front as he gets sandwiched and then sprung forward for the first down. Already 6 different receivers for Malik Willis, who's 8 for 8 for 133 yards and a touchdown. And he'll keep it here, running himself with space to move. Touchdown! Malik gets shifty, and the Packers are within a score.
With Josh Wiley, the tight end, number 81. Watch him get a nice.
McManus can get this back to a 6-point game. And his kick just stays in there. McManus will boot it away. And the line drive kick will head into the end zone for a touchback.
Go back to the touchdown. Well, a lot of time right here. Minute 24, all 3 timeouts.
Play action on first down. Huntley, it's dropped by Ali. Right up the middle. Huntley showing his wheels across midfield and evades one final defender. He broke the tackle of McKinney for a major gain.
Big play.
Final minute of this first half. Over the middle, Ali does make this catch. Gets tripped up by Quay Walker. Tyler Loop has only made 1 field goal from 50-plus yards this year, 1 for 4. Again on a QB run with a flag down. Huntley gets to the outside, then gets spun down.
Illegal shift, offense, 5-yard penalty from the previous spot. Replay, second down. Since all 11 players got set before the snap, there is no 10-second runoff.
Ali is the back. Huntley looks, uncorks, it's caught. Isaiah Likely's got the first down.
And a flag late on the hit.
Personal foul, hit on the defenseless receiver, number 33 of the defense. Half the distance to the goal from the end of the play, automatic first down.
Huntley feels it, throws it, caught by Andrews inside the 10. And now the timeout will be called, just the first of 3. Ravens have 18 first downs compared to just 13 Packer plays. Make it 19 first downs to set up first and goal from Keaton Mitchell.
Timeout by Harbaugh there. He had 2.
Baltimore just trying to stay alive for playoff consideration. Pitch it. Henry. Henry's going to get his 3rd. Touchdown, Baltimore. It's a first half hat trick for the King.
Now, this is Mark Andrews, the tight end. There's an extra offensive lineman here. This is Likely. So you got 3 offensive linemen to the right plus a tight end. Quick toss to Derrick Henry, and he walks into the end zone. They got the first down. They called timeout. They got the personnel on the field they wanted, and they totally fooled the Green Bay defense with their formation. They've been running power inside football. That time, a little wrinkle and a toss with a new formation.
Extra point is good from Lou. With 100 or more rushing yards and 2 or more touchdowns, which was tied for second with Jim Brown. He now ties LaDainian Tomlinson for first with his 26th. Does it in back-to-back weeks, did in the first half here tonight. 5 seconds left for Green Bay. They'll get the football to start the second half. We'll have to orchestrate a little come-from-behind action after he saw his team on the wrong end of that in the 4th quarter and overtime last week in Chicago.
Green Bay has to find a way in this 3rd quarter to get their running game going a little bit. A little more balance in their offense.
Melton will take it from the 5 and gets tripped up at the 25. Moments ago, Catherine Tappan with Matt LaFleur.
That's when we played good defense in those sudden change situations, but all in all, that's about as bad as we could play in the first half.
Coach, thank you very much.
Thanks.
Honest up front for Matt LaFleur. Musgrave, the Mojo Man, they've really missed Tucker Kraft since he went down and was put on season-ending IR earlier this season. And Willis will go down with a sack. Travis Jones, the first one there, as the Baltimore defense gave him nowhere to go with the football.
Well, it's just a 4-man rush, but good coverage. Watch, it's just 4 guys. They're not blitzing, but they do a nice job of rushing under control and staying on the same level as Malik Willis. They don't give him an escape route. He doesn't see anything open down the field.
Here comes the rush. Willis out of the pocket. Fires on the run. Open. Caught. Jaden Reed. 27 yards through the air for the first down.
Now this is simply the difference between a quarterback not having an escape route and having one. This time he gets outside. It's not a disciplined rush by the Ravens, and he's able to extend the play and find Reed open.
The rookie Matthew Golden, the motion man. It's a play action pass on first down. Willis stayed in there initially. Now he's going to look to escape. Delivers another open man. It's Watson in stride. Malik Starch finally catches up after a 32-yard pickup.
See, when a quarterback moves in the pocket, here's Watson. He's going to be all the way across the field. You have to plaster as a defense, which means when the quarterback scrambles, you got to find a receiver and just get on him. Even if you're playing zone, you have to go find an open guy and run to him. Some back-to-back plays, he extends it.
Productive day for Watson. Reed makes his third catch, tried to slip the initial tackle, but he was wrapped up by Starks for a gain of 1. He's up to 83 yards here tonight. It's been a while since Green Bay's had a 100-yard receiver, and that one's dropped by Chris Brooks.
Yeah, just Chris Brooks was thinking about running.
Ravens bring 5. Willis steps up. Willis gets in front of the line of scrimmage, stays on his feet.
Wow.
First and goal. Incredible effort from the quarterback, Malik Willis.
Well, the reason this thing opened up is Roquan Smith was coming on a blitz, and he was coming outside. Watch Roquan. He's coming out here. He voids the middle of the field, and there's nobody there, and Willis does an outstanding job keeping his balance and getting...
Is in there. Didn't play last week with a foot injury. For a first and goal for this Green Bay offense. It's Jacobs. He gets wrapped up by Kyle Hamilton.
And Hamilton comes right down the line. He's on the line of scrimmage.
Second down and goal from the 7. Willis already with 2 total touchdowns. Set up the screen for Jacobs, and he slipped, got back up, gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no further. Play clock down to 2. Willis to throw. Willis out of the pocket. Willis will go down. Trenton Simpson, he was late getting on the field.
That time they fooled Malik Willis.
Longest drive of the day by total plays. That was 10 plays. The 11th is a field goal from McManus from 24 yards out.
Bring the safeties up. He's running over safeties. It's up to the front people to do a better job.
Wester from the 10. As he puts the head down, gets across the 30, and surrounded at the 33-yard line.
This is the purple hammer tonight.
I was going to say,
Derrick Henry.
Wait, can you translate that? What was that? First down. Drive starts from the 34, and they do have Henry bottled up on this first play. Second down and 9. Hand it. Henry finds the space and then gets decked on the back end. Quick throw, quick catch. It's Flowers for a first down. Huntley dissected it perfectly. Just past the midway point of this third quarter. And the Ravens offense stays on the field. Henry, another touch. This time he runs into a wall. Brooks was right there to greet him after a yard. 4.9 yards per play, which was the 6th lowest in the NFL and the best for a Packer team since 2009. It has been not quite that tonight. That's going to help. Inagbari, major penetration. And Henry is stymied to start this second half. Loss of 5.
Yeah, just a great, quick inside move. He's just going to go right around the tackle. Watch him just get inside here with quickness. The tackle just whips. Rosengarten, the right tackle.
Huntley on 3rd and 14. Ali well short. Packers defense.
He can make some funky kicks, too. I think the Packers special teams coach called them banana kicks.
Fair catch called for and made by Dobbs. Going to get his team back within a score. Drive will start from the 14 with Wilson, the back. Take it to him. Willis gets out of the pocket again. Flag is down. Willis surges forward and slides at the 20.
I think it's going to be Aaron Banks with the hold.
Number 65, offense. half the distance to the goal. Replay, first down.
That's one of the more intriguing and impressive journeys to the NFL around the league. Watson in motion on 1st and 17. Throw it to him, but it's dropped and a little bit behind Watson as we send it to KT. 2nd down and 17 from the 7. Willis from the end zone, and he connects with Golden.
Yeah, good play. Just get part of that yardage back. It's
looked like some movement one way or the other.
Flag is down on the far side.
And Willis just tossed it out of bounds. So Draymond Jones was one of the first ones there.
Offside, jumping into the neutral zone, number 53 defense. The 5-yard penalty.
Keeps this offense on the field. Fake it to Brooks. Willis back to the air. Lofts it, sideline, open, caught. Watson out of bounds. Nate Wiggins pushed him. 22-yard pickup. And Christian Watson is over 100 yards. It's been a long time coming for the Packers receiver.
Well, he turned Wiggins around a couple times. You know, you've got to respect the speed.
Versus Pittsburgh. First down. Willis going long ball. Incomplete. It was Golden the intended target down the field. On 2nd down and 10. Again back to the air. Dials it up over the middle, and it's caught by Jaden Reed at the 45. Only 26 sacks coming into the game. They won't bring many here. Loft it, open with a step. It's Melton. He vacuums it in for a big gain down the sideline. 34 yards.
Really nice route. Watch the route. It's going to be a little slant and go, and it freezes Wiggins and gets separation, and Willis finds him with the football. Beautiful route, nice read.
But he still has his wide receiver background and sets him up 1st down and 10 from the 11. Willis pulls, Willis runs, Willis scores! Touchdown Green Bay!
Formation, you've got a couple blockers out here for Green Bay, but watch the fake. Fake is going to hold the defense. Eyes are on the back, eyes are in the backfield. And the speed of Willis, Van Noy goes with the fake, and he's just too quick getting to the edge. Nate Wiggins kind of got frozen out there. Watch number 2, Wiggins. He doesn't even get blocked, but his eyes are drifting inside, and he can't get back out to make a play.
Extra point, Brandon McManus to make it a 3-point game, and he does. In the lower body, you see they're feeding him whatever elixir they can find. The next quarterback up would be Clayton Tune, who just got called up to the active roster from the practice squad, as Wester finds a crease across the 35 and a good return with a flag down.
During the return, holding, number 48 of the receiving team. 10-yard penalty for spot foul. 1st down, Baltimore.
10 unanswered from the pack. Huntley through his progressions. Was low, brought in by Kohler. Lambeau's got the juice again. Huntley, well protected, over the middle. Andrews to the 20.
Lined up quick just to prevent Green Bay from substituting. That didn't mean they were going to go fast themselves.
Hand it, Henry finds the space for the 1st down. Derrick Henry with his first productive run of the 2nd half picks up 9. From the 29, pitch it to him. Good block by Ricard. Henry gets to the outside. Here's the speed by Henry. Down the sideline, he's tripped up. Edgerrin Cooper got a shoelace, and Derrick Henry, his longest run of the night, goes for 33.
Well, they lose contain. Likely with a great block, then Ricard kicks out. Nobody has the edge of the defense. And Henry is able to get it down the sideline. Likely caved it in. Ricard kicked it out.
Keaton Mitchell will be the back to start the 4th quarter. He'll get the handoff following Ricard and pick up 4. It's Mitchell again. Runs right into a wall. Carl Brooks. That's a big wall to run into.
You got to find Zay Flowers here. Been very quiet. Bigger back in motion.
Looking his way. Huntley steps up. Huntley's got space, and he's got the 1st down. Henry back in there. He's got the rock. And he's got another chunk across the 20. Spilled out 8 yards. Trying to add to what is already a 3-point Raven lead. Henry to the outside. Henry, stiff arm. Get off me. Carrington Valentine. Mitchell back in. Ricard there to lead the way. First down from the 12. Pitch. Mitchell cuts it upfield and gains a yard. Second down and 8. Huntley design run. And Huntley gets tripped up. Lucas Van Ness made sure that he could not get forward. Third down.
Yeah, really nice play.
Rasheen Ali, the third down back in. Huntley looking towards the end zone. It's caught. Touchdown. Zay Flowers. Baltimore extends the lead in the 4th.
This is a great throw by Huntley because Green Bay got a free rusher. There's a free rusher coming from the right. He has to get rid of the ball right now. Zay Flowers extends the ball. Clearly because he caught it outside of the goal line and reached the ball across touchdown. But great throw by Huntley under pressure.
Tyler Loop makes it 34-24. And here they are. Henry with 3 touchdowns. Flowers with his first touchdown of the night to extend the Baltimore lead to 10. This one will be taken from the 1 by Bo Melton as he gets stonewalled across the 25. The Ravens just trying to stay in contention for the playoffs with a win here tonight. Malik Willis has been excellent. Escapes again and slides down.
Baltimore not really worried about the run game other than the quarterback.
Brings some heat here. Willis feels it and delivers again. Romeo Dobbs out of bounds for a first down.
One of the things Matt LaFleur told us when he talked about he's going to pass that one tonight.
Last time against Chicago, he went 12 of 14. He's now 17 of 20, and his 9th carry is going to go for another 10 yards. Gives him 60 on the night. Remember,
and make plays.
Here's a run for Wilson, and that is a productive first down carry before running into Roquan Smith.
Very quiet tonight.
That was his first carry. Goes for 6 yards. Second down and 4. Willis to the outside. Another completion going to Watson out of bounds. In their quarterback room, an A+ human being has learned their offense swiftly. And they will do this. They want to use his legs while he's in there. Second down and 10 for Clayton Tune. They'll throw it. And it's through the hands and picked off with one hand available to a Marlon Humphrey. For Marlon Humphrey, Clayton Tune's first pass attempt with under 7 to play and a 10-point cushion. Derrick Henry just continues to add to his total, now up to 162.
Real condensed front for Green Bay, just trying to sell out at the line of scrimmage here.
And Henry will pick up 2 more before Van Ness makes the tackle. 3rd and 5. Henry, wow. Unstoppable force all the way to midfield. We've seen that start to finish tonight. On the pitch, Mitchell just gets crunched at the Green Bay 49. Pretty remarkable to go with the 60 yards rushing. On the handoff, Henry gets sandwiched after a gain of 3. Brooks the first one there. Willis trying to pump up his group.
When he was beaten out by Will Levis and came here and he has really prospered.
Henry on the pitch. He is going to just be short. About half a yard. Did they get the movement they needed?
Yep, they did.
They did.
They did.
The hard count from Mark Andrews is going to move the chains on the penalty.
Neutral zone infraction, number 94 defense. The 5-yard penalty results in the first down.
He's never wrong, at least in my opinion. So that means that Brooks was in the neutral zone. Correct call. First down. A chance to wind this clock even further for Baltimore. And Derrick Henry can add to his tally. Second down and 3. Huntley gives, Mitchell, spin, and then he just falls.
You know, a crazy stat here.
That he has been 100% healthy for this team. It's limited the way they feel they can call the game, and these are the types of things that Huntley can still do.
Yep.
As he kept the football the extra second, he's got the first down on the field.
Green Bay is challenging the spot in the previous play.
An interesting decision for Matt LaFleur. Derrick Henry with a hole. Derrick Henry, touchdown! His fourth of the night. King Henry rules all in Green Bay. Baltimore is still alive heading into the final week of the season.
Well, nice block by Devontae Walker, number 81. And of course, Ricard leading the way.
And that gave him his 7th career 200-yard game, which is the most in NFL history. The career high in carries, 36. His last one going for the long touchdown run, his 4th touchdown of the night.
You just knew he was going to get the rock tonight, right?
Yeah.
After this whole week, you just knew it.
Well, Malik Willis did come back out, but now with this game out of reach, Clayton Tune stays in there and hands it off for Wilson. Knifes his way to the 40-yard line. Well, for Green Bay, we talked to Matt LaFleur this week and misses the playoffs, misses the beginning of this season, as Tune will throw for the 2nd time, and that one was bobbled and caught by Wilson for a first down. Feelings on how to play the game from what they did last year.
You know, the only flip side of that to me is this now makes 3 losses in a row.
Calf, who's suspended for the final 2 games of the regular season. Can Aaron Rodgers find a way to get his team to the playoffs this week, obviously, and then in a showdown to get into the playoffs in the final week of the regular season with some momentum going into the postseason? We'll be battling hard at Levi Stadium with a San Francisco team that controls its path to the #1 seed in the NFC if they win out playing Seattle in week 18. Everybody got a touch. Everybody ate. Tyler Huntley, 16 of 20, 107 and a touchdown. But it was Derrick Henry who led the way. 216 yards, 41-24, the final score. And they're celebrating in Chicago as the Bears are NFC North champions. Comprehensive win, impressive performance from Baltimore.